Jason, your mic is muted.
Can you hear me now?
We got you now.
All right, just a click of a button. Hey, Albright's going to be here in a hot second. Hello, Alliance Nation. What's up? Super excited to be here. I am in Tampa, Florida, at Albright's office up here at his house. I think I'm on the 3rd story and getting some training from him. Angel came in from 80 miles away in Florida. So we got him and some other people coming in. Hey, Tia Edwards. How are you doing? Hey, Mommy. Albright is going to be, oh, here he is, the man of the hour, Mr. Andy Albright.
Woo-hoo. Thank you, buddy. All right, so we got a lot of good stuff to cover today. I'm glad that I've got a great team on here. I see Tia Edwards, Tawny Carey, Lindar Cook, Carolyn Miller, Gwen Webster, Mike Morisi, Olga Mathis, James Bubba Skinner, and Brandon Beal. And there go Billy. Okay, so hope I'm coming in loud and clear. I've got a couple guys in front of me. I'm not going to turn my camera around. I've got Mathis clearly, and we got Angel over there, who is fired up, ready to get rich. He agrees with being happy first and then rich. By the way, if anybody asks y'all, if y'all rather be a happy or a rich, please just say happy. I mean, let's seriously evaluate your position in life. I think you'll find out that happiness is more important than richness. If you said health or rich, go with health. Number 2, though, I would argue is a strong be rich. I have had people that I've interviewed and they're 100% be rich over everything. I can't comprehend that. It just don't make no sense to me that you would want to be miserable and rich. I want to be happy and rich. See, miserable and rich, happy and rich. So, but if I had a choice and I had to be broke and happy, I'd go with miserable and rich. I mean, I wouldn't. So that's the first thing. It's a big thing. Okay. All right. We have and Mark Hutchinson just joined us. Good to see you, Mark. We have some leaderboards. Some of the people that are on here might be on them. Would you pull those up for me, Tia? Let's see who we got. I'm excited to get to the teaching points today about how to get rich. Actually, a lot of them have to do with being happy too. So the first ticket we got right here is Katrina Gustin, 2 big policies issued or submitted for $15,000. Eric and Bobby Belair has 9. I'm sorry, she got 5 life apps, 2 IULs. So Katrina Gustin, number 1 in submit this week. Eric and Bobby Belair, number 2 in submit, and Chris and Courtney Long, number 3 in the country in submit. As far as issue paid, Nina Wilson issued 12 apps for 14 grand. Robert Wilson III issued 10 apps. This is in a week. 13,000 in premium in a week issued. Jonathan and Megan Yakey, 11. Justin and Sydney Bailiff, 8 grand. Lindar Cook, who is on the call, issued 7 for 8 grand. Way to go, Lindar. Stephen and Holly Davies. Mr. Stephen Davies issued 7,900 this week. Marvin Otsoy got away with 7,900. Megan Wood issued 15 apps. Look at that. She didn't win in premium, but she got the most apps issued with 7 grand 400. Marvin Osuna, 7 grand with 5 apps, part of Tony's team. And Paul Van Thoff got 7 grand 5 apps. And Brian Rojas got 6 apps for 6,900. And Jessica, part of Adam Katz's team, issued 13 apps for 6,800. Nice stuff. Annuity producers, Jane Hill issued a $250,000 policy. Nice. Stephanie Rodriguez, no, my bad. Wilson P. Who is that, Tony? Who is Wilson P?
That is brand new agent Wilson Palma out of Reno, Nevada. It was his very first application, and he's got like another $250,000 in annuities to go. So he's got more coming. Wilson Palma. You're going to see his name.
I believe it. Joe Dukes issued one for 94 grand. Here goes Jessa again with 90,000. And Mark Hutchinson, who is on the call. No, that's a different Mark. Kate, Mike Marisi. Who is Mark H showing up here? 72,000 annuity.
I believe that's Horning.
You think that's Mark Horning? Hey, Mark Horning, good stuff, man. Congratulations. Foresters leading the country. Stephen Davies popping up, number 1. Stephanie Rodriguez, consistent high producer with Foresters, and Brian Rojas. A lot of that production coming right out of here, out of St. Pete area, with the Foresters production. I like that. And let's see, top 10 recruiters. Rosa, part of Adam and Beth Katz. And I understand this is Rosa. I don't know Rosa's last name. She's brand new. I know she is from Venezuela, from the same city as Gus, same city as Gus Fernandez from Venezuela. So Gus has been helping Adam and Steve recruit Rosa, teach Rosa, and now she puts in 16 people direct to her. Not bad, Rosa. Smoking. She is, and Adam flew down with me on a jet just to go over there and work their group today, I think. Not bad, Rosa. Not bad, Steve Maxim and Mr. Katz. Olga and Jason Mathis put in 8. Riddle put in 7. Our ABTF, the corporate staff, put in 7 direct. Brandon Beal, who's on the line. Beal, what's up? Put in 6. Jason and Tony Carey. Tony is on the line. Joseph, too, continues to produce recruits. You're going to see him as an agency manager very soon. The other part of my staff put in 5 more. That means we put in, 11 direct. And a lot of those get sorted around and divvied out to different managers throughout the country. Sometimes we'll work with them, but most of the time we'll divvy them out. Stephanie Rodriguez, not only is she leading production, now she's leading with recruiting. Way to go, girl. We got a problem here. It won't last, so. Okay. All right, guys. Technology problems. Patience, people. Sorry, my bad. Here we go. I'm good now. Okay, so Alex Abian also put in 3 in width. Our recruiting numbers seem to be going through the roof. Show me them a Rolex contest. I think that's the first one that pops up to you. Stephanie Rodriguez right now. Oh, this is the Foresters watch. So it looks like Stephanie's going to pick up a nice red, black, and blue and gold Rolex if nobody catches her in the next 6 weeks with Foresters. Looks like Stephen Davies might be interested in it. He's 8,000 out. Danny Johnson is not far out. Megan Wood's not far out. Mark Hutchinson, who's on the call with us. Okay, let's see what's next here. What's the next? $10,000 shirts. So we did this contest. We gave away 200 t-shirts as people earned or issued 10,000. Looks like Joe Duke's already hit it. Janina Wilson already hit it. Megan Wood. And let's see how many we've given out. Scroll me down, Tia, and let's see how many we've given out so far. Nice. 43 people have issued over 10 grand since the contest started. And we're going 200 shirts again. So if you want to jump on board, get your stuff issued quick, pick up one of those shirts. IULs, Mark Muller still leads the country. Joe Walker, number 2. Joe is coming on strong, although that one big out was strong that Marvin wrote. And then Otso is coming on strong with 11 outs. This is free vest that F&G is giving away plus cash, $1,500 to Mark Muller. Somebody come after that. Y'all got 6 weeks. What's next here? Oh, we are giving away $100,000 cash for personal production fourth quarter. Megan Wood looks like she's going to walk away with $25,000 in free leads in the fourth quarter. Number 1 producer, fourth quarter, gets $25,000 worth of free leads. Nina Wilson looks like she's going to walk away with $10,000 in free leads. Jake Krause, Bell Krause, 5 grand in leads. These are tight races. Nobody's won it yet. So this $100,000 for personal production contest, all this will be posted on Band. So you need to make sure that all your people are invited on Band and they can see all these leaderboards in detail. Okay, scroll me down, Tia. What's the next $100,000 contest? The next one is for recruiting, but not agency managers. So not counting agency managers. Joe 2 has put in 30 direct recruits. He's on track to win the $25,000 worth of free leads. Lou Abadi has put in 17, a little more than half of what Joe 2 is doing. And then this new lady, Rosa, has come on strong and put in 16 in like 1 week. So she's number 3 in the country in non-agency managers. Stephen Deacon. I like that name. We're going to call him Deacon. We'll call him the Deacon. The Deacon. Deacon's put in 12. Stephanie Rodriguez has put in 11. Anna, part of Avian's team. Okay, let's see what's next. These are going to keep evolving. They'll all be posted. This is for agency managers. Leading the country. Andy Riddle, your upline. So Riddle hired Mathis. Mathis hired you. Riddle has put in 113 direct to him. Number 2 has only put in 39 direct to him. I know Riddle's smoking. Katz has put in 39. Mike Rodriguez out of Dallas, Texas, part of Paul Roberts' team's put in 39. Brandon Beal, who right there on this call. Bill, let me see the muscles, Bo. That's what I'm talking about right there. That's what I'm talking about. Bill done put in 37. Diane Lampy in Dallas, Texas, put in 29. Paul Roberts has put in 17. Mr. Fitz has put in 26. I'm sorry. I was calling their width. So Paul Roberts has put in 17 in width, 9 in depth. Nice. Hey, I like the way your depth is evolving, Riddle. Also, 63 in width and 50 in depth. So width meaning who you hired direct to you, and depth meaning that they're under you. So we lump managers together. You could get how much they got in width and how much they got in depth. Okay. All right. Thank you. Let's see what's next on the contest. Oh, yeah. We're going to Thailand this year. Is anybody new? Yeah. Jeremico Edwards just won. I'm betting that's Chiang Mai. I can't really see the slide correctly, but it looks like, I'm guessing it's Chiang Mai that he's won it. All right. Keep going down. Let's see who else is new. Congratulations, Jeremico. This was a fork truck driver, or some of you might know him as a high-low. He says sometimes the forks be low, sometimes the forks be high. So he calls it a high-low. That's why he did that for 10 years, like $20 an hour, because he's up in Detroit. They paid, union labor, but he's making like $17, $18 an hour driving a fork truck for 10 years. And one day he went, why am I a fork truck driver? So he got an insurance. Now he's a $200,000 income, nicest guy you've ever met, very humble. And he just won an all-expense paid trip to Phuket, Thailand, and Chiang Mai, Thailand for him and a guest. Not bad. Eric and Bobby Belair just did the same thing, won the Phuket and the Thailand. Any new, just Thailand? Oh, yeah. Victor Zalazar. Who would know him? Lindar, do you know who that is? Mike and Brittany Rodriguez. Is it Victor Zalazar? Just won a free trip to Phuket. Now he'll be going for Chiang Mai also. All right. So we've got 76 people, 76 couples at Phuket, Thailand, and there's 6 weeks left to go. All right. Next. Oh, okay. We're giving away 13 Rolex watches. Number one person gets to pick which one of the 13 they want. We have a young lady named Megan Wood. She is number one in the country. She'll get to pick. She's has 596,000 points. Number 2 on this call, Mark Hutchinson. We might even get him to talk because he's number 2. He's at 414, 596, 414. Huge discrepancy in number 1 and number 2. And then number 3 is not far behind. Jane Hill has issued 399,000 points. Not far behind is Nina Wilson with 384. Not far behind is Katrina Gustin. So you can see there's 13 people going to get a Rolex. So the higher up you are, the better choices you get. Paul Menachino, Belle Krause, Michelle Alleman, Robert Wilson is moving up. Brant Swindell's moving up. Joe Dukes is moving up. And Adam Johnson has edged out Marcus Richardson. So if it ended today, Adam Johnson would get it, not Marcus Richardson. Junior Korea is not far away. Terry Edwards has been moving up, and he's only 3 out from the Rolexes. Billy Crane's been moving up. He's only 3 out. All right. That test, we'll see how that evolves. Contests everywhere, but I love it. I hope each of you are keeping your people posted. Is anything next to you? Is there another contest? Power of 10,000. Marvin Otsoy apparently got somebody to issue 10,000 in 1 week. Good job. Oh, man. Okay. All right. Go back to the people screen for me, Tia. All right. See who I got here. Am I missing Mark Hutchinson? I thought he came on. There he is. Mark Hutchinson, number 2 in the country. You told me the other day, what does it take to become number 2 in the country?
Get your ass kicked by number 1.
Yeah. But you didn't get your ass kicked by nobody else in the country.
I did not.
Good job. So far, they're coming for you.
They are.
Okay. So I have got, and I've got 2 people in front of me that are brand new that just walked in. And I'm the kind of person, I can't just not say hello. What's your name, sir?
Nathan.
Nathan?
Mm-hmm.
Do we meet on Zoom or have we met in person? Because you look real familiar.
We met in person.
Where was that at?
What was the name of that place? It was a
Tampa bar restaurant when Chris Norris was down here. You had to pull together. It was 6 weeks ago, 8 weeks
6
ago.
weeks ago.
Yeah.
Oh! At three
Dollars.
$3
Yeah.
beer.
Yeah.
We had a beer together.
yes, we did.
And
Chris Belfridge.
Chris, but we have not met.
No, sir.
Okay. Now are y'all together?
Yes.
Did you tell him about this?
Yes.
Have you been in insurance before?
Yes.
Yeah.
For almost 4 years.
Who you with now?
You guys.
Huh?
You guys.
So who you with before?
I've been with Family First, IFG,
Family First, IFG,
AIL.
AIL.
That's how I got my start.
You've been with everybody.
Yeah.
And now you're with the best.
I like that.
Otherwise known as the Godfathers. Otherwise known as the IBM. Otherwise known as the best. Don't cuss. Okay? All right. So, Jeff Bright was working with me on some stuff, and he said, Andy, here's the problem. A lot of people don't understand your thinking because you have this coin. You have this coin. It's what do you want? How do you get it? But he says it's not complete, but I say it's complete. He says from a psychological and sociological standpoint, people don't get it. The want to, like, what do you want is more of a pie in the sky, dream, I could be rich, that sort of thing. And then the need to would be like where you just, it's not a want, it's a need. Like, for example, my need was I need to go forward. I don't want to go back. So my need is more of a don't want. Like I just hated being broke. And then the third thing would be willingness. And willingness being, what would I do if? Like, how crazy would I be to make my need come true? So what I have found, Nathan, is most of my managers and leaders, people that want to get rich, they spend a lot of time talking about the how to. Tell me your name again, first name. Chris. So Gwen, they talk about the how to ad nauseum. They train you and train you and train you. They play phone scripts. You can tell me like if this is a case. I've been on call. I've been in meetings. As soon as we start doing the script, they all get excited. What if she says this and what if she says that? I go like, what if you picked up the God-blessed phone and make 800 phone calls one time in your freaking little bitty life? When the audio is terrible. I don't know what to tell you. Like earlier, I almost like log off and come back on. Just say hello.
I to my headset. How's that sound?
100 times better. What were you saying?
I can almost see it, that dream I'm dreaming, but there's a voice inside my head saying, you'll never reach it.
I don't know if you get that feeling or not, but it's called the climb. If I can't create a feeling in you that you want to win, what the hell difference if I know, if you know every objection in the book, if you don't have that feeling of winning and fighting, what the hell am I going to do with you? So I end up spending most of my time teaching the want to. Now, let me explain this. And this is for Tony, Mike Marisi, Brandon Beal. Okay. And some more of you. Mark, your boy, Hindu. I'm going to tell the how to the ones that got the want to, because I want to talk to people that give a damn. You with me? Does that make sense? I have wasted parts of my life, too many parts, talking to the wrong people. I'm looking for people that got a want to, that they're willing to do just about anything. Does that make sense? Because they need something in their life. They need freedom. You need money to go back and forth to Puerto Rico. You need that. That's not a want to. That's a need. You with me? Like a burning desire to get back and forth. You need money. So, Tony, I don't know what your need is, because let me explain something to you. Answer me this, Tony. Is there anybody in your immediate family that lives better than you and Jason?
No, there's not.
Anybody close?
No, there's not.
How about you, Mark Hutchinson? Anybody in your neighborhood close to how you live?
Not in our neighborhood, no.
Any of your family?
No, sir.
Not close.
No, sir.
I got one that family does live better than him. Can I get a grin, Mr. Bill?
You can get a grin, man. You get more than that.
Is there's one in your family that lives better than you, right?
Right.
Is there more?
Better? No.
So there's one.
One.
Would you give a kind of little high level why he lives better than you?
Long story short, he just signed a 2-year extension for about $72 million. So that'll help.
It does help.
And he's your
That helps a little.
he's your brother.
He's the middle of 5.
So the middle brother of 5 just signed a $72 million
72.
2-year extension.
Yes, sir.
Is my math saying he makes about 35 million, 36 million a year?
Over the next 2 years, it was about 34 million over the last 4 years.
So he got a pay raise.
Yeah.
What would he be willing to do to keep that money?
Oh, he'd die before he lost that. He'd do anything to keep it.
Yeah. How hard did he work to get it?
Damn hard. Still working.
I know he's got God-given skill, right?
Yes, sir.
But how much of it is he just willing to, he just don't care what anybody says and he does what he needs to do? You know what I mean? Like, how do you put a percentage on that, right?
Right. I'd say 100% he don't give a damn what people say or think. He don't pay attention to social media. He don't pay attention to reporters and journalists and all that crap.
He ain't worried about what Kamala's policy is.
He ain't worried about it.
He ain't worried about Trumpsters.
No Trumpsters.
Give a damn about no Trumpsters. Trying to get that God-blessed basketball and that God-blessed rim. That's the conversation I had with my basketball coach for 30 minutes this week. I don't know if he likes me anymore, but I explained to him it's been 1983 last time we had a national championship, and I need a God-blessed championship, and I know God blesses excuses. You know what I'm saying? But see, I'm worried about that. Maybe I shouldn't be worried about that at all. Maybe I should be worried about not going back and me not being broke. You ever have those thoughts, Bill? Like, maybe I should be more focused.
Of course.
Yeah.
When I look at you, I look at Jason and Tawny, I say, yep, I could probably be more focused because I'm not where they are.
I'm going to tell you this, bro. I'm just going ahead and tell y'all, November 18th at 1 o'clock, Albright decided to get more God-blessed focus and quit letting anything get in my view and start messing with me.
Struggles I'm facing, the chances I'm taking, sometimes might knock me down, but no, I'm not breaking. I may not know it, but these are the moments that I'm gonna remember most. Just gotta keep going. I gotta go. Gotta find who it's me. Oh, there's always gonna be another mountain. Always gonna wanna make it move. Always gonna be an uphill battle. Sometimes I'm gonna have to lose. Ain't about how fast I get there. About what's waiting on the other side. It's the cloud.
That girl good. That girl good.
Awesome, Gwen. Hey, Bill, when the football players come out, they all got these little beads in their ears. You with me? You play D1 ball.
Yeah.
What are they listening to and what are they trying to do? Can you express that?
I can. Pretty much you're listening to anything that's going to help you run through a wall. You're listening to something that's going to get you, so jacked up that you don't feel pain. You don't feel hurt. All you want to do is win.
All right, so here we're gonna go. We're gonna have a win off. I want the eye of the tiger, Lindar, and Billy. I want it first from you, Billy. Hit it in the place that's gonna hit us.
Oh man.
Rising up, back on the street. Did my time, took my chances. Went the distance, now I'm back on my feet. Just a man and his will to survive. It's the eye of the tiger, it's the thrill of the fight. Rising up to the challenge of our rival. And the last known survivor stalks his prey in the night. And he's watching us all with the eye of the tiger.
That boy good.
Lindar? Same.
It's her. Eye of the tiger. Rising up, back on the street. Did my time, took my chances. With the distance, now I'm back on my feet. Just a man and his will to survive. It's the eye of the tiger, it's the thrill of the fight. Rising up to the challenge of our rival. And the last known survivor stalks his prey in the night. And he's watching us go with the eye of the tiger. Woo!
God.
Get it, girl. Get it.
God. Bill, there's a time for coaching and there's a time for motivation.
Mm-hmm.
In my mind, 99% of the time, it's motivation needed, not the how to. Now, my success coin has want to on one side and how to on the other. How many times am I going to flip it over to the how to, and who am I dealing with, who I'm teaching how to? And my goal in the last 18 months is trying to get better at identifying people that have the motivation and they're not scared to get a concussion.
Mm-hmm.
You with me?
Yes, sir.
That's the guys that I want to teach technique to. There could be an argument that the guys that have the motivation don't need to be taught. Okay? I would disagree. That's why your brother's got a coach. That's why they got D1 coaches. That's why Kevin Keats is out there telling them to put their hands up, telling them to shuffle their feet and don't cross over. Little details that he's thinking about and pointing to them while they are committed. They need somebody, like I call me, like a baboon up in the top of the tree looking down, and I can see that you're doing stupid stuff. And if you can see me as a radio up military, you're on the ground going like, look, we're coming around the corner. Is there anything around there? And I'm radioing down. Hell yeah, them jerkers got a bazooka around there. You better drop some smoke. You better call in some artillery before we go in. So I'm trying to be that guy that says, heads up, here's what's coming. With your finances, with taxes, with agents, if you're unaware that you're not driving debt, if you're unaware you're not putting in with, like I got this one guy, I'm radioing down, hey, you're not hiring any wit. I'm waiting on to get some money. You're going to get shot. You better pick up a stick or something. You better go cold contacting people. Meet 35 people today in a restaurant. I don't care if you live in California. Go get somebody that ain't got a mask on. I got an idea. Move to Florida. Move to damn Virginia. Find some state where you can do something. I'm willing to do anything, but what? What's the list? Now we're over into willing, okay? What are you willing to do? Are you willing to move? Are you willing to travel? It's just during the COVID. Just wait till the curve. As soon as we flatten the curve, we'll be good. You just need to move to a different place until we flatten the curve. That makes it like I don't care. I have heard this from more than one person. You're going to get somebody killed. And I'm like, I'm going to kill somebody. I am going to be free. I'm going to be free. I'm going to find a way to get free. And here's my number one way. Okay, Nathan? Find somebody that wants to get rich with me. Somebody will commit. I was talking to this lady on one of my calls I had. I don't know, it might have been one of y'all could probably speak up, Morrissey. It might be you, Bill. It might be, I don't know whose team. It might have been on Terry and Tia's team. But one lady was like, what do you think I need to do? And I was like, quit screwing around. Your whole day goes by and you don't do nothing. She's like, well, so you think I need, she was writing down. She was like, stop screwing. I was like, yeah, stop screwing around. You know what I mean? Like the days go by that people lose their whole day and they didn't book an appointment for tomorrow. They're following up on pending. They're checking up on their wife. They're checking on the children. They're fixing lunch. They're talking to mama. They're talking to daddy. Oh my God. And if your parents, they're divorced, then you got to talk to this family. Then you got to talk to that family, and then you've got children. If they got children, it's like, God almighty, you're screwing around. And I say, so well, you're not screwing around if you're talking to family. Well, it depends on what your objective is. My objective is to not go back to being broke. My objective was to be rich. My objective was freedom. My objective was somebody not tell me what to do. So what it comes down to, what Bill's saying is his objective, you play defense or offensive, Bill?
Offense, tight end.
Okay. So your objective was to get that guy on his ass 90% of the time, right? That's your objective. Get him on his ass. And if you're up there thinking about your girlfriend, if you're thinking about politics, if you're thinking about your biology class, I don't think there's no danger of that one being thought about from most of my football players that I know. What are you thinking about that's not getting that guy on his butt, right?
Right.
And that motivation of, if he's holding, do you flag, or do you slap the snot out of him and get free? And then if they throw the flag, good. If they don't throw the flag, good. The object is to get him down so that every single play you grade out. Think about this, Lindar. If you were graded out every time you were in the house, like, tell them what I mean by graded out, Bill. Can you tell them how that works, like the film and that stuff?
Yeah, so, I mean, kind of like what we do when we keep track of our activity. We call it the eye in the sky. It never lies. So no matter what you did during practice, no matter what you did during the game, you got graded on specific assignments, specific techniques. I mean, down to the footwork, you got graded on it. And if your grade sucked, then you'd get your ass moved to the side and the next man was up. So you always have to make sure you were, for lack of a better phrase, you were on your P's and Q's with your assignments, your technique.
Okay. You don't want to coach people that don't have talent. You don't want to coach people that ain't willing to do anything, get a concussion, play with a broken finger. You're looking for people that are willing and have the talent. That would be people that are committed. So my question is, on the ambition side, if we said talent, ambition, commitment, Billy, what's the ambition? Are you willing to do the most simple stuff? If I had to do over, I would have invited this girl named Maya on here. She asked a question. She said, why do you think people fail to follow the instructions in your 8 Steps book? She said, why do you think people don't follow it? And I said, because it's easy not to follow it. It's simple, easy stuff. One of my friends is doing this thing called Hard 75. All I know is you got to drink a gallon of water a day. That sounds difficult to me because this don't taste like Diet Coke or Mountain Dew or coffee. A gallon of water tasting stuff a day. He said most people have no problem with that. 45 minutes of exercise 2 times a day. Most people don't have a problem with that. They kill it. Where they have the most problem with, they have to take a total body selfie once a day. That's the easiest. I think I could do that. That's the thing that people forget, and then they have to start over. Well, there is a no wine clause in there. So no wine, no bourbon for 75 days. Some people would say that's difficult. Some people say, well, that's easy. So you go to AA, it'd be easy for you. You're already doing it.
Already passed that.
Already doing it. Wouldn't that be crazy if you got in hard 75 and that's the part you failed? You'd be like, I was doing good until I got in that hard 75. Well, drinking all that water probably drove you to drinking liquor. That's what happened. How we doing? What's his name again there? Chris. I don't remember.
Bill.
It's that last name that's getting me. By the way, that other guy's name was Salad Bar. I was calling him Salzabar, but it's Salad Bar. I think his name is Zalzabar, but I'm supposed to remember it by saying Salad Bar. So Victor Salzabar. And his Chris is what?
Bill Peppers.
Bell Peppers. Bell Pepper. Okay. All right. Is this making sense to y'all? Are we getting through to you? So then what happens is and Mike, I think you saw how I was sorting, right? And looking for your people that I believe want to. Now there's a clear thing. What was that girl, Mike Morisi, the girl that had already started producing 2 weeks? She's written like 6-7 apps.
Deborah?
What's her first name? Crystalline? Not Deborah. The one, well, you don't know where she was in a Zoom call, but it's the other female that she worked in oil fields. She's traveled around a little bit. She's living in that house beside her parents' house. Wasn't that your team?
Maybe not.
Maybe not. Was that your team, Bill? Mike, we had this problem the last time talking about your team.
I know.
I think it was Crystal.
I promise I'm working on it.
Well, if y'all had as many new people he had, you'd have the same problems. I did a call with him. I said, get your new people. And he had 31 people on a Zoom call. And he was like, I don't know who hired him. And we had to track back who on his team's hiring. So it's not just him hiring. It says people are hiring people. And it's getting confusing as everything.
Yeah, it is.
But here's what I'm telling you is that girl, I've got a picture. I took pictures on my screen. I took a picture of this screen. I might be good at hard 75. All right. So I had a picture of the screen. I'll go back and find out who she is. Let me get the
I got a
name
picture of the screen too.
You got a picture for me?
Yeah.
Check it out. All right. So here's the point. If she doesn't look the part, her background is not the part, her heritage is not the part. We got this little guy on NC State's football team. He walked on. Some guy had no scholarship, nobody recruiting. He daggone returns punts, returns kickoff, and he's like our number 2 receiver in the school. You know why? Because he catches the damn ball. You know what I'm saying? In other words, he didn't have the height, he didn't have the width, he didn't have the gene pool, right? But somehow he gets it done. Let me give you another example. If you know anything about football, is that Wilson kid, Russell Wilson. He just figures out how to score. How is it you got a 6'5" guy, he throws the ball and people knock it down, and then you got a guy 5'11" and he does like this and throws it in the hole to the other team. I mean, to our team. Like, you know what I'm saying? They get their arms up, he'll throw it under their arms. If they put their arms down, he throws it over. And then you got this other dumb. Every time you do, he throws it. You know, it's like you're 6'5". How do you not get? Does that make sense? It'd be like some of these young men we hire, Lindar, and you're like a stud. You're like a mean fight machine. How come you can't make 800 phone calls? How come you can't book 40 appointments? You almost go like, what the hell's wrong with you? Here's what I would say to you, Lindar. You're the coach. Get him to run through brick walls. Andy, how do you do that? Well, right now I'm trying to tell you how to do it. Talk to them about their want to. Maybe play the climb for them and see if you got anything going. Maybe you do a rap for them, Lindar.
Snap back to reality. Oh, there goes gravity. Oh, there goes rabbit. He chokes. He's so mad, but he won't give up that easy. Nope, he won't have it. He knows his whole back to this rope. It don't matter. He's dope. He knows that, but he's broke. He's so stagnant. He knows when he goes back to the smoke, go home. That's when it's back to the lab again. Yo, this whole rhapsody. Better go capture this moment and hope it don't pass him.
She just saw this song yesterday. Woohoo! I listened to that rap song. I didn't know who Eminem is. I thought for sure they were part of the chocolate company. M&M's, right? It ain't even spelled close to the same way. What's that little girl that does the climb? I don't know who Miley. I was like, ain't that a TV show?
Yeah, she had one.
I didn't know she was a singer too. When I read 50 Cent's book, first thing I thought was, this man did not write this book. You know why? Because it was too good. I said, he can't be that good of a rapper and that good of a writer. And I was right. I looked it up. He didn't write it. But he got full credit. Mr. Green, for real, wrote it. And I got interested in Green. Green's crazy. He's a writer, but he ain't no rapper. You with me? But what I'm telling you is, when you listen to these rappers, like it's all, it kind of reminds me of the hip hop preacher Eric Thomas. It's like they ain't done anything but kept singing. And matter of fact, they ain't even singing. They just saying something that rhymes. They're like poem tellers. You with me? They're like poem readers, right? But then when you listen to what they're saying, he's talking about mama drama, mama baby drama, talking about getting shot, talking about, what else does it talk about, Lindar? Huh?
If you had one shot or one opportunity to seize everything you ever wanted in one moment, would you capture it or just let it slip? You better lose yourself in the music the moment you own it. You better never let it go. You only got one shot. Do not miss your chance to blow. This opportunity comes once in a lifetime.
What was that first part? That's crazy. Say that first part.
Look, if you had one shot or one opportunity to seize everything you ever wanted in one moment, would you capture it or just let it slip?
What if we put that on a shirt, we get sued? Yeah. Put a comment in there. Change the spelling, Billy. I want that shirt. Tia, you hear what I'm saying? Hey, listen, everybody hurry up. Hurry the hell up and write $10,000 so we can give away them $210 shirts and so we can go to the one-shot shirts. You with me? Let's see how quickly Eminem gets to learn what NAA means. I like that saying that says, this is not a dress rehearsal, people. Number one, I would pick Happy. Me and Adam Katz been friends for 27 years. And I've got other people that are part of my organization. We've been friends for 27 years. We've traveled the world. I told Adam this. We flew down a jet together from North Carolina. If we lost everything, Bubba, we've had a blast. But we are not going to lose everything. We're going to take everything. We're going to get focused. We're going to get down low. And we're going to start winning every inch. Mike Morisi, Hutchinson, every inch with Hindu and Cody, we're going to win every inch. We're going to find more Rosas in this country. Bill, we're going to find them. Who do you think right now, Bill, is one person that one shot they're 100% in? Who would you go with?
Oh, that's Noel Wilson, man, out in Cleveland.
Okay. So what's the next job for you to do? There's two next jobs. What is it?
Work his width, my depth.
Right. You need one more wide as committed as him. Let me give you an example. Let's got a crazy Paul Roberts, and then I got a crazy Brandon Beal. See how that's two different legs?
Mm-hmm.
You think you might be more committed than Paul Roberts, I hope. I know you're taller. I know you're younger. You ought to have more energy. You look like you got more muscles. I just don't know when it gets painful. I don't know if you'll sit down. I know Paul, he'll go get frozen. He goes and gets frozen. And then he's got this other thing called dry needling. I don't even know what that is yet, but he does all these stuff to keep going through the pain. And then so when somebody sticks him in the back, apparently he has some Dr. Scott Saff or something he puts on it. Don't get me talking about Dr. Scott Saff. That stuff's good. I know you don't know what I'm talking about, but I will tell you later. Ain't nobody in Puerto Rico gonna know what this means. You don't want to put some of that staff. You need it, Olga. Don't start. What are you gonna do when it gets insane?
Keep pushing.
Yeah.
There's no alternative. If I sit down, I'm just going to go backwards and be broke.
Right. We're not going to do that. And then relationships. Hey, would you put someone out, please? Relationships. You can't have long-term relationships by starting over relationships. The only way trust is built is when you stick together and you keep fighting and you keep helping each other succeed. And then what you build is a stupid tight network to protect your butt and their butt. You with me? This stuff is not complicated stuff, Chris. It's just stuff we got to do. But what we can't leave out, like if the NC State football team or the Northern Illinois football team, if they're just tight friends and nobody hits anybody, if nobody crushes the other team, what good is it that we're all buddies and got the little jerseys on? Shouldn't we try to win the game? Shouldn't we try to win the national championship? Well, if I'm the quarterback and you're not blocking, hello, we ain't going to win. So what we need, and so when these people, when Megan Wood, this is her second year with us. She's put $150,000 saved up in her checking account, okay? Saved. Spent a boatload of money. Second year, single mommy, 5-year-old little boy, mom and daddy drive her crazy, just like all mom and daddies drive you crazy, whatever they want. Friends, relatives, neighbors, crazy staff, everything. Number one, whooping Mark Hutchinson's butt. He's number two. I ain't mad at Mark Hutchinson. Lindar Cook's coming on strong. Bubba's coming on strong. Bill's in the top 10. We got to treat this like we got to hit harder than Megan Wood. We can't let her score 100 on every blocking assignment, and then we go like, well, it's not a competition. It's not a competition. I'm not going to compete with Megan Wood. I got in this business for comfort. I got in this business to sit back and enjoy my life. Okay, I'm okay with those people. We can't scream at them, Chris. Let them go. But I'm recruiting the people that want to take over. Okay, so some of you, to be clear, we're part of integrity, meaning I built this business to a point that they said, you're crazy to keep bringing in money on regular income. You need to play the stock game. You need to play private equity. And I know this, there ain't nothing better to make money than selling money, life insurance. And there ain't nothing better to make money as private equity and venture capital. And so I joined that game, meaning I'm a partner. I'm driving the stock price up from here on out. Me making money off of you is not an issue. That's not the plan. My deal is to get somebody to blow up this company by them getting rich. So I'm trying to find the people that want to get rich, and I'm going to tell them, and I'm going to put all my resources into the people that want to get rich. I'm not going to put it into the want to be comfortable people. You understand what I'm saying? Like if I'm the coach of a football team and I've got players that got like, look, Andy, I got the jersey on. Look, I got the jersey on, right? That's all I need is a jersey. Thank you so much, baby. I got the jersey. I don't need anything else. I got the girls. I got the grades. I got the degree. I got the recognition. I get to come out. I like when they come out, Bill, out of the tunnel and they do that. You know, they jump. I'm looking for background, but I don't hear none. You know what I'm saying, Bill? When they come out, and they're just stutter jumping.
Yeah.
It's almost like what's going on in that person's head. And then some come out jogging. And then here's what people say, well, I don't show emotion. I'm the one that comes out solid. You know, when we grade out the grade and see what you did, Stephanie, to see what numbers you put up, that's what we're more interested in than your stutter step. It turns out that the ones that seem crazier, like Ric Flair, And like Bradley Beal, Brandon's brother, is that right, Bradley? And like Brandon Chubb for the Denver Broncos who played NC State, like Russell Wilson, it turns out that the loudmouth crazies usually are the loudmouth scored out 100% and the ones that end up getting $72 million. That makes sense? So that's not me. That's not your bank account either. Would you be willing to change? Would you be willing to do anything? Would you learn how to go, woo? Because I didn't do this when I was 5 years old. I didn't do this when I was 16 years old. When did you start doing this? When somebody like me on November the 18th at 1:30 Eastern time started talking about it. Well, I remember hearing it, and I was like, so all I got to do is go, woo? Well, no. Then you got to hit the ground running. Today's been a crazy day. I got stuff to do when I wrap this up. I got distractions, bullets, shrapnel, people, comments, issues, stuff coming at me. My goal is to kick the can down the street. My goal is to move forward. My need is I ain't going back. Somebody gonna ready to die. You and somebody. Okay, all right. So let's do this. Aspiration. This is let me back up. Yeah, aspiration, desire. What's possible, Lindar? So when you're talking to somebody, what's possible? Let me ask you this, Lindar. What crazy dream did you have? Give me some stuff. Olga, give me some crazy stuff. Dream, where are you? What do you want?
Hey, Andy.
What do you want?
Change the world.
Change the world.
Change lives.
Make it
Change
more
lives.
loving place. What do you want, Olga?
Yes. 100%.
I really want to change the legacy of my family.
What do you want, Tony Carey?
I want to build a machine that will fund every single dream of mine. That's what I want. That's what I want.
What would you like to do? Anything you'd like to do for those girls?
And throw that on there. Donating to my favorite charities. I want a yacht. I don't know. It just looks cool. I don't know why they take off their shoes, but I just want a yacht where I don't have to take off my shoes. I don't know. I see it in the movies. They're like, take off your shoes. I want a yacht where someone's not going to tell me to take off my shoes. I don't know why. I just do. I have these pictures from the Rob Report that I pull out. I saw this custom bathtub and it was made out of wood. Like, it makes no sense why you would make a bathtub out of wood, but it was like this crazy, ridiculous $20,000 custom bathtub. And I was like, I want that. I want heated floors because I hate my feet being cold. Like, I hate them. So I live in Southern California. It doesn't get that cold. I still want heated floors because I don't like my feet being cold. Like, I hate it. I want it on my tile. I want it in my carpet. I want it set. Like, it's just crazy, that kind of stuff that I want. It's just the little things. And then I want to see my friends get rich. Like, it's just not me. I want to see my friends get rich. I want to get like hog nasty, stinking, rolling around money, like just crazy successful in life with their families, with their health, with money in their bank accounts. I just want that kind of stuff. But what I'd want more is I don't want to go back. I don't want to go back to being broke. I think about Jason and I's first house when we got married. It was 1,000 square feet, no AC. I mean, it was just crazy. We called it a hot box because during the summer when it was like 104 degrees, like the house would be like 150 degrees. And we'd just be like sweating, like fans blowing on. I do not want to go back to that. And like the houses were on top of houses. And like you could hear your neighbor walk through their door and their dog would be at midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning barking. And it's right next to your bedroom window. So you would be up all night. I just don't want to ever go back to that. I can keep going.
Always gonna be another mountain. I'm always gonna wanna make it move. Oh, it's gonna be an uphill battle. Sometimes I'm gonna have to lose. Ain't about how fast I get there. Ain't about what's waiting on the other side. It's the climb.
I don't like that part where sometimes you got to lose. I don't like the part where there's always another mountain. Let me explain to y'all. I know got to work no more. I got a 250-acre farm with rifle ranges, pistol ranges, world-class skeet shooting. 3 ponds that are stocked. Biologists come there 4 times a year. They keep nutritions. I got striper, I got brim, I got bass. I got one with catfish in it, and the other one has only trophy bass and feeder fish to keep them fed. Jets, 4-wheelers, Rangers, they're 850 4-wheelers. I got the Razors, tractors, all kinds of John Deeres, whatever a regnet's dream is. We got chickens, we got eggs, we got llamas. He's getting me some goats. You with me? It's insane. I told my wife, I said, let's sell that. That way we don't have to maintenance that. We just have these 2 nice homes. One where my daddy, it's a nice place where my dad built, and it's just, I mean, it's not nice. It is like a montage, like a Ritz-Carlton that we remodeled. And then this house on the beach, and we're going to build one beside us right here. Why don't we just cut back and live like stupid rich people? We got 2 jets. Why don't we? Here's the problem. What she said. There's always going to be another mountain. Now we're part of integrity. Now I've got stock. Now I need to see Paul Roberts become a partner. I need to see Jason Mathis and Olga Mathis become a partner. It's another freaking mountain to climb. And now I've got to juice up. I've got to get my mind right. I got to listen to the eye of the tiger. I got to get my ass out of bed, right? Like y'all are okay. Everybody's okay. Now there might be some people on here on our call that's hungry. I doubt it, because our government will give you a check, so you ain't hungry. You might not have the car you want. I mean, I own, I don't know, 400 pieces of real estate, and my realtors, I told them sell off some of them that were not profitable, and they were telling me how some people live. One of the houses I own has a hole 6 foot by 6 foot. You see the ceiling in it. And I was like, and they didn't say nothing about, no, not called and complained or nothing. So they went out there and looked at it, and they said, yeah, that's a pain, man. Every time it rains, floods. And I'm like, people live in some weird stuff, you know? Hey, let me tell you something. You run final expense leads, you'll see what I'm talking about. You ever run final expense leads? You need to get him some final expense leads. Stephanie, come here, tell him here, Stephanie. This is Stephanie Rodriguez I keep talking about all the time. She lives close by here. Come up here. Tell them about them houses. Tell them how the people live.
There's holes in the floors, stuff piled up to the walls. You can't even walk through.
Hoarders, cat pee.
Hoarders, lots of cat pee houses, smokers' houses, all kinds of stuff.
No offense to tobacco users.
No.
No offense to people that have the pussycats.
But you could open the windows.
But you could open the window.
But they don't.
There's roaches too.
Yeah, bugs that crawl over your shoes and your keys, and you're like, ah.
Michael Owen's son, he's been running final expense with his girlfriend, and he come back and he told the other children that live in Owen's household, he said, listen, you don't want to live like a lot of people live in this world. You need to get your insurance license. But here's the crazy thing. Thank you, Stephanie. Here's the crazy thing. They got plenty to eat, and they can afford life insurance. Listen to me, Skinner. Bubba, as some people call you. Bubba, can you undo your mic there? Oh, dadgummit.
Yes, sir.
Your life is a lot about what you tolerate and what you expect. Have you noticed, this might be real personal, but have you noticed it's what you tolerate from family is what you get?
Absolutely. Yeah.
What you tolerate from life is what you get.
Yeah. I think what I've done is I've kind of blocked it out and focused on my mission right now. So, and tolerating it is just behind me. You know, I'm out. I haven't slept in my own bed in 3 weeks. I'm out there trying to find the next leader. I want to find the next guy that's crazy and wants to do this with me. Shoot, man, and running appointments. I went from Dallas to Houston to Humble, just to meet a girl that Jamel Jefferson, which is direct to me, hired, and she is going to be a winner. This girl, I think, is going to be it. She's getting her license, fixing to take her test. I'm going to spend some more time with her and get a list of names from her so we can drive a little bit further in that line. But let me tell you something. It's not hard. It's not hard. Hell, I fell into a $485,000 annuity it's going to issue this week, and I don't even know if there's 2 ends in annuity yet. I'm just going, man. Give me some of those final expense leads. I'll run them suckers all day long.
Okay, Mike Marisi, you're getting ready to have a baby. Noel Wilson just had a baby. Bill just had a baby. So here's a question to Mike. Here's a question to Noel. What's it going to be? The government gives you how many weeks off with pay? 6 weeks? FMLA? Let me explain something to y'all. When I worked at a textile mill, I ain't listening to that crap. I'm trying to get promoted. When I went self-employed, I'm trying to get rich. Well, Andy, you got to understand. I ain't got to understand. You got your life, I got mine. Bubba is crazy. I'm betting on Bubba, not some comfort craving, wife happy, wife life, everything lovey. I can't win with that. I can't win with I'm not gonna work out that hard because I get hurt because my girlfriend, she don't like me to get bruised up. Like, what the hell? Or my mama says she don't want me to get a concussion, so I can't talk when I get old. I'm gonna find somebody. This is an assignment for Mac Hefner. Mac's texting me right now to remind y'all about IUL books. Mac, this is your assignment. Find that TV show where that old white football player has a brain concussions and he can't talk, but he's got a picture of tackling somebody like Joe Namath or Roger Staubach or some other awesome NFL quarterback, and the reporter says, "Would you do it all again?" And I'm good at talking like this because my dad had Parkinson's disease. Y'all know Parkinson's disease? You can't talk, man. He said, "I'd do it all again." That's what that man said. I think he's like a linebacker or a tackle. He said, "You making fun of it?" I'm telling you how he was talking. I'm going to send y'all that video. Either you're that guy or you're not that guy. And you get to make a decision. And you could make the decision today to be that guy. Now, I can coach you how to sell. If you're in a house and you're trying to make a deal, Bubba will return your phone call and take your phone call. Some of my managers, they won't even take your damn phone call if it's not convenient. I can't win with those people. Does that make sense? I need people that are in 24/7, people that are psycho trying to win. But Andy, you don't have to do it. Nobody's got to do it. It's the people that choose to do it that I'm looking for, that want to do it with me. Tony, you got to find people who want to do it with you. You might have found one with Otsoy. You might have found one with Katie. You might have found one with Lee. Now it's your job to teach them how. But let me tell you something, Bubba. What I'm saying is you got to learn how to explain want to, need to, willing to. The need to Be my eye of the tiger, Lindar.
It's the eye of the tiger, it's the thrill of the fight, rising up to the challenge of our rival. And the last no survivor.
Who gives a damn? This is our team. Stephanie's on my team. Does that make sense? Go find me somebody else. I tell you, let me tell you something. If you can build 60,000 people selling eyeliner and lipstick, Mary Kay, why can't we get 60,000 people to stick together and build something? This is concept. I got one, you get one. Bill, you got no, go find another one. Hutch, you got one, your ass better be finding number two. Does that make sense? You got one, you got to find number two. And if you go, he got Cody, I'm going to go, Mark, you got to go find one. If everybody goes find two, and he finds two, and he finds two, we're going to go 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64, 128. Hut, pass the ball along. You with me? We're going to have a big, massive network if everybody goes and gets two. Hell, if everybody goes and gets one, this thing's going to blow up. But getting a bunch of people and not finding one that's inner circle, Mike, you with me? Not finding an inner circle, Bill, Chris, not Chris, Crane. Crane, listen to me, bro. You there, Billy?
I'm here.
So, finding one, maybe Sheena, right?
Yep.
Maybe who? Who's number two?
Lady named Erin.
Maybe Aaron. Your job. So that crazy sharp dude, I put Jane Hill talking to that sharp dude that had owned 8 restaurants. I don't know if she's texted with him. I don't know if she's heard back from him. He picked up the phone during lunch hour, and I spoke 5 minutes, introduced him to Jane. You with me?
Yep.
That's the kind of people that we need to find. They're not necessarily answering ZipRecruiter, Career Builder. They're Uber drivers. They're restaurant workers. They're servers. They're engineers. They're school teachers. They're mamas. They're daddies. There's uncles. So what I think Bubba's doing, what I think Paul Roberts is doing, is they're networking and chasing death. And I'm betting y'all are going to find the people to blow this thing up. Tia, what your husband's doing, he's chasing it all over the country. But the way you chase stuff is you can't stay in the dog kennel. It's got to be, I should have a singer crying out like, who let the dogs out? Oh, 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 oh. Your dogs can't get rich staying in the kennel. Somebody got to let the dogs out. I'm looking for dogs that hunt 7 days a week that leave the house. Congratulations, not sleeping in your bed in 2 weeks. Did you sleep on the floor? Did you sleep on dirt? No, you slept under covers with a pillow. God bless America. Hell of a freaking sacrifice. On the other hand, compared to a lot of other people in America, that is a sacrifice. Because every day, same bed, same breakfast, every day, nothing uncomfortable, nothing unusual. You started traveling, you started getting results. You started traveling, you started getting results. I've never, ever seen anybody build something without leaving their house for years on end. And then what will happen is you see their business go up, then it goes like this. People say, how come he's flat? I go, because he ain't spending any money, time, effort, or energy. He's flat. And then you'll see him eventually start doing this. And it's never their fault for it telling all. It's never their fault that it does this. It's always finger pointing at somebody else. And if I can get some people to understand that and point to themselves, they'll continue to lose their mind and travel and say, no matter some losses, no matter the victories, there's always another hill to climb. So here's the question is, what would happen if you went all out? What if you did that? What if you just gave it your all? And I hear people like, I gave it my all for a year and nothing happened. I go, you remember the part where I told you to do this and you didn't do it? Well, I know, but other than that, I did everything. I go, well, then there was one other thing that you didn't do. Remember that? Remember there's one other thing that you didn't do. And I'm like, dude, everything matters. And 1 year, hell, you can't even get a degree from Pembroke University in 1 year. Hell, you can't go online Phoenix and get a degree in 1 year. It's 4 years to get you a college degree, and the whole world thinks that's the greatest thing in the world. What are you looking for? So the question is, what would you do? What's the need? Like, what really burns you? Billy, do you know what really burns you? Like there's no compromising. This makes me do anything. Like for me, going back.
Yeah, it's that fear. It's that fear, like literally going back. You know, you're gonna build it glad or sad, as you always say, or mad or happy, and fear is what pushes me. Like I'm tired of being broke. You know, tired of not, you know, having the toys, whether it be the car or the house. You know, I'm just tired of not getting it. And like you said, you got to go after it. You know, fortune favors the bold. You know, you got to go out there, risk the fear of rejection, all those things. Because if you want it, that's the results or the effort that it's going to take to get it. So I know if I really want it and I really want to go partner, which I say I want to do, but then I got to do all those uncomfortable things, right? I got to go out there and risk it. I got to go travel. I got to go sleep on the floor. You know, I got to go do more. So that's what burns me, is the fact that I know that I'm not where I should be. I don't have the money that I want to have. And then I go to sleep at night and you ask yourself, did I do everything I should have did? And I got to be honest, that answer is not no. I mean, it's not yes, I did everything. So it's that burning desire. Just got to keep throwing fire on it, keep throwing lighter fluid on it. Like you said, no declines, only incline.
I like those sayings that people put up. Like I said, with a T-shirt, there's some hats that Kirsten is advertising. She's going to post it on Band. It's got the I'm in 24/7, the $10,000. We're doing a pre-order on them, like prices you can't get them for nowhere. We're gonna stop that real. Probably, let's say today. Let us know if you need those. If you want in on those. Also, we did Index Universal Life book that sells people on Index Universal Life. The cutoff is like now. So if you want to know about that, you can be a co-author. These books are cheap, as like dirt cheap as pre-order. After we get our inventory, they're going to be a lot more expensive setting in inventory. But I'm just reminding y'all, check that out. If you want to know, hey, I'd like 100 of those, or I'd like 250, or I'd like 50. The prices are stupid when you get 250. I'm stupid cheap. It helps you to sell. It helps you to educate people. Those books are available, and we are getting a lot extra. So don't worry, you'll be able to get them. They're just going to cost 3 times or 4 times as much. If you can start doing this, Bill and Mike and Hutchinson and Tony, when you hear stuff, you don't be stupid and get 1,000 hats. You with me? Stupid and get 1,000 books. But look at your organization and figure out what you're going to need in the next 90 days, and then invest now. Buy at wholesale, buy in volume. Like, make exciting, I call them stupid decisions. Make exciting decisions in your business quick. Like booking 40 appointments. What's so hard about on Mondays book 20 appointments, on Wednesdays, on Thursdays booking 20 appointments? What's so hard about that? What would happen if you did? That's the question. What would happen? Don't you wonder? Like what y'all are doing, Jason and Tony. I just wonder what's going to happen in the next 90 days. I wonder, Mike, the way you're recruiting and selling, I wonder what's going to happen. Most people, they'll die and they'll never know what would have happened if they went all out. They don't know what would happen. I'm asking you to think about it. Like, how would your life look if you were motivated? If you were motivated, if you flipped the switch, Lou Abadi said that he said, Andy, you said something that messed me up. Now he's number 2 in recruiting. Never been a big recruiter with us. Never. You can blame it on system, blame it on anything you want. Never been a big recruiter. Always a good salesperson. Now his sales are up by about 50%. His recruiting's up by 300%. Here's what he said. So I'm going to say it to y'all. Have you ever thought about just making a decision? When I got in insurance, Nathan, Chris, Angel, Steph, Jason, when I got in insurance, I said, I ran hard at Amway. I did not run hard to get a 4-year degree in engineering. I would run hard all night before a test and get a C or a B. If they were dumb, I got an A. Like if teachers were really dumb, I get an A. I made some A's. I did not run hard. When I played baseball and football in high school, I would check off like I lifted the weights because I didn't like lifting weights because it's boring. You with me? I would run at about 90% speed because I was always afraid that I might need a little extra, so I would conserve. I just always never ran. When I got in Amway, which is a network marketing, get rich, I said, I'm going to give it every damn thing I got because it was my business. And I did. And I've known people that got in businesses and they hate them because they didn't make as much money as they promised. It was more work than they said it was. I love what I learned. I hate it when people told me this. You're going to learn a lot. So I don't want to learn nothing. I just want to get rich. But I learned a lot in Amway. I met a lot of great people. I got a lot of concepts changed in my life. And my wife quit her job, started raising our kids. We started having kids. She didn't have to work a job. And then I quit my job. So I didn't have a job. We were not rich. But because of that business, I gave it 100% of what I had for about 5 years. Easy. I gave it everything I had. And then another 2 years, I didn't run as hard. When I got in this, I went, I'm going to do it again. I'm going to do it again. You could decide right now. That's what I said to Lou. You could decide right now. I gave it everything I could, and I killed it. And the next year, I kept pouring it in. I didn't start watching games. I didn't start watching television. I didn't start drinking. I just kept pouring it on. You with me? Year after year until multi-million. Does that make sense? It's a light switch. Andy, we really need to talk more about, how to recruit. I'm going to talk how to recruit. I've got Morse calls scheduled, Zoom calls with the right people. I'm going to teach the right people, the people that raise their hand. I like that Jeremico. Hey, I'd like to know what to do. Okay, leave the house. I'm going to watch I listen to what everybody says. I'm going to try to listen, and I'm going to watch. I suggest you do the same thing, Mike Marisi. Leave the house. Watch. You got a kid coming on. What you going to do? Noah just had a kid coming on. Noah asked me, he said, what changed when y'all had a baby? Well, there's another human living in the house? What do you want to tell me? Well, did it distract you? Like a dog distracts me? Do you think of your daughter like a dog? No, it's my daughter. Dog's different. Dog, you just open the door. Daughter, you got to put clean diapers on them. You with me? Like as in, I was focused on getting the job done. I bet Bradley Bill, I don't know if he's got any children. I know that rapper talks about having got 2. Is he married?
2 boys married, yep.
Well, that means he has less distraction. The one's got a baby from that mama and a baby from that mama and they ain't married and then got a girlfriend. Can you imagine that? What kind of damn distractions is that? But guess what that rapper said? I ain't worried about all that. I'm going to rap. I'm going to sell. I'm going to recruit. That's why I like these people go like, I'm sobered up. I can build a business. I've known many a drunk. build the business bigger than sober people. People say, well, I can't work when I'm drunk. Well, some drunks can because they're crazy. Yeah. One of my friends said, you ain't much fun since you quit drinking. More fun when it was. No, not kidding you. Paul Roberts built a hell of a business drinking. He don't drink now, but he built a hell of a business. You know why? Because the only thing he did was build a business to drink. Now he's got a wife and daughters he pays attention to and build a business. You with me? It's that focus, flipping a switch. When are you going to do it? What excuse are you going to quit using? And when are you going to start focusing? And then what we do, Gwen, then what we do, Carolyn, then what we do, Billy, is we train the ones and we talk about the ones that will leave and go and that we don't think that they'll want. It's big time annoying when you get people like, once they make enough money, then they get comfort zone. But one of the best things I like about Megan Wood is she don't stop once she's got money. Once she's hit her goal is how much can she do? That's what we're looking for, Hutch, Billy, Olga, Tia. We're looking for people to see how much can I do and how fast can we do it. Who can we get to partner? Make sense? Hey, guys, want to, need to, willing to. What are you willing to do? That was me. What are you willing? This is coulda, shoulda, woulda. You with me? If I was holding you underwater, would you go like, oh, it's going to be okay? Would you start fighting immediately? When does the snap? When do you snap? He just snapped. When did you snap on poverty? When did you snap on average life? When did you snap and decide to be a partner? Love y'all. Hope this helps. Can't wait to talk to some more of you on Zoom calls. I'm headed over to check out an office here on Treasure Island for some local folks and people that are willing to drive in. Can't wait to check it out. We're going to get this thing hopping. I ain't quitting. Thank y'all. Thank you, musicians. Y'all sing great, rap great. Love you.
Thank you, Andy.